We're going to start off with wins of the month. We're going to talk about the state of Solana from the Duke of DeFi himself, Max. There's a $50 bounty for somebody who summarizes this call. So if you write a thread, go on to earn.superteam.fun, submit your thread there, and one of you will win a $50 bounty for helping us recap. Let's get in to the wins of the month. We like the tech. First win of the month is Render successfully upgraded to Solana. So if you've been following this, you know that Render has been one of the flagship deepen apps that Solana has been expecting this year, and they finally upgraded it to Solana. Their year-on-year performance in Q3 outperformed the previous years by about 2x on several metrics. Win number 2, the Boba guys rolled out their loyalty program, and you can now go to the Boba guys website and sign up and get their passport. And this is live in New York, San Francisco, and LA. This is the start of a multi-merchant network of loyalty programs, hopefully, and it shows you what you can do with compressed NFTs and a composable state machine. Win number 3, the code base is now open source. As you know, there's been a push over the last few months to make sure Solana sort of leans into the open source culture. The code team has reviewed feedback from the community and open sourced all 700,000 lines of their code with the MIT license. Go check out code and experience the best payment application on Solana for micropayments. Win number 4, inscriptions are now live on Solana, which means you essentially can put your NFTs directly on chain, similar to ordinals. You don't have to use RV or other services anymore. Solana DeFi 2.0 is happening. So DeFi is crushing on Solana. We've had 87% month-over-month growth in TVL, but maybe if you dovetail that with something like the fact that 20% of the DEX volume of Ethereum was achieved with 2% of its TVL. And that shows you sort of like the capital efficiency that Solana can bring into this decentralized finance ecosystem. Just by having just 2% of Ethereum's TVL, Solana's DEX volume was able to achieve 20% of Ethereum's volumes. We had also $7.4 billion of DEX volume, which was the highest ever weekly, monthly on all time frames. We had also $48 million worth of liquidity move over from Ethereum to Solana. And of course, the liquid staking DeFi is starting to pick up now. Number 6, the Backpack Exchange is launched. They've done some historic volumes already. 307 sold just in the first week. Stake, they've processed over 150,000 deposits and withdrawals in the same period, and they've traded over 500,000 SOL and about 3 million PIT in 1 week. So this team, starting with Mad Lads, eventually shipping a Web3 wallet, and now the Backpack Exchange licensed by the VARA in Dubai. Win number 7 is IO.net is now one of the fastest growing GPU networks. They're live on Solana. And yes, that is OPOS, only possible on Solana. Now we've got folks who ship cool stuff. In the last cycle, if you wanted to switch assets from Ethereum to Solana or vice versa, you had to sort of use the centralized exchange or clunky bridge. Guess what? Phantom integrated this right within their app, where you can do an in-app cross-chain swapper with a bridge on the back end. They use all bridge on the back end. Users on Solana can access liquidity in Ethereum and vice versa. Win number 9, Parcel V3 is live. With this, they have cross-margin accounts, which means if you have some positions that are in profit, you can sort of use them to normalize other positions, as well as their perpetual futures DEX. Win number 10, Magic Eden shipped an in-app wallet. This shows you sort of like this directionally that wallets are features, may not be products by themselves, at least in its minimum form. Win number 11, introducing the brand new Quantum Explorer by the Solana FM team. Go check out Quantum Explorer. You get to see, plain English titles to all of the transactions. You get to filter out spam, which is sort of a big deal when you're looking at an account or wallet. Win number 12, Helios just made our lives 10x easier. SPL and Token 22 support for the DAS API is now live. This is making the life of developers easier every day. Sun Community wins. Solana All-Stars Nigeria crossed $150,000 in community GDP, which means they help folks that they onboarded earn $150,000 through various contributions to the Solana ecosystem. All right, win number 15, and the final one, MonkeyDao is so back. If you're in North America or if you're on Twitter, you know that MonkeyDao is like the mecca for builders in Salt Lake City, and that happens around the hackathon every year. Here we go. This has been probably the best month, as you saw on the TBL side. What that means on the active wallets, which may not be a perfect metric, but still shows you sort of the growth of on-chain users in our ecosystem, and non-voting transactions are up 5% and active wallets are up 47%. So with that, I'm about to call on the Duke of DeFi, Maximilian Schneider, to come and give us the state of Solana DeFi. Welcome, Max.
Hey everyone. I think I want to start with the big wins. Basically, TBTC volume on Sol regularly flips ETH. What is TBTC? It's threshold. It's basically non-custodial Bitcoin. It's a permissionless bridge. Why is this important? Well, any individual can now mint and redeem Bitcoin for a tokenized version on Solana. The important part and difference to BitGo is that you don't have to go to a centralized exchange or OTC desk. Bring the BTC maxis onto Solana. There is a fee holiday coming, meaning mints and redemptions of TBTC will be for free for a limited amount of time. And the same is true for Mango and Borrow Land. It's not announced yet, but we're going to launch the governance proposal this week, hopefully. TVL is needed to get a certain amount of volume over 24 hours. Why are we building on-chain limit order books? Right, because they're extremely capital efficient. Why do we have low gas fees? Because it allows us to update quotes faster, provide tighter spreads, which produce more volume. On the open book side, right, V2 is released to mainnet, integrations have started. If you're a builder, if you're preparing for the next hackathon, go out and try it. Then I think the word is in town, right? Airdrops are what's exciting. Everyone is talking about these new tokens that are attracting a lot of users to Solana, right? Solent has been spinning up isolated pools together with ISC, International Stable Currency. There's a market maker borrowing for 40% APR on average. They did this during the fifth launch when liquidity on chain was really, really thin. Solana is really, really hot right now. Make them check if they got an airdrop. G from Sujiko built this beautiful tool where you can just paste in the wallet address.
Thank you, Max. That was awesome. All right, folks, we're going to move to the next one. Welcome, Mert.
Hello, sir. The first thing I'm super excited about this year is going to be MonkeyDao, right? We, as in Lamport DAO, we're going to throw a hackathon during the start of MonkeyDao. So if you're a developer or builder or really anyone who wants to build anything, put that on your calendar. But what I'll say for number two is we just recorded a podcast with Meow and Jupiter yesterday and releasing it today. So if you want to get some airdrop alpha, some token alpha, how to build great companies like Jupiter, check out Lightspeed today. And then number three, you're all very, very capable. And please speak out, host events, and let's make this kind of the best year for Solana that it's ever had. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right, amazing. Well, thank you very much, Mert. We move to the next one. So that you heard it. So these are the two takeaways. Make sure you go check out the MonkeyDao Lamport DAO Surprise Hackathon, upcoming events. So we're going to make events front and center because typically as sort of like the price starts to become constructive, folks get interested, and we want to make sure we create offline spaces as a community for folks to invite their friends. Maybe they're developers, maybe they're just the smartest friends, maybe they're like DeepN enthusiasts, maybe they're just live in Singapore and care about Solana and want to meet up. So whether they're substantive, geographic, or any other sort of, so these are the ones happening for the rest of December. So check these out. We're going to have event board poster on Twitter later today as well. And without further ado, welcome, Nam, and can't wait to hear from you.
Appreciate you having me here, Akshay. Speaking first on behalf of Bonk. So obviously, this has been a great year for Bonk, not only for all of the people who received it, all the times that people have been using it over the course of the last 12 months since the original airdrop and the creation of the token, all the way up to beating each other up for content at Bonk Boxing for Breakpoint, and just all of the different ways that we've been giving away, utilizing the token, and making sure that this gives back to Solana. So thank you all for embracing Bonk. Bonk, going forward, is focusing on the rewards for Taipei Blockchain Week and Solana Speedrun. So these are two different initiatives that we are pulling off for Bonk, specifically for sponsoring various different things inside of the Solana ecosystem and IRL events. If you are a dev, if you are a content creator, if you want to make games, Bonk is super excited in different ways to help and support and make sure that all of your projects can come to life. So MonkeyDao, for anybody who isn't aware, is the social organization based around Solana Monkey Business NFTs. We're the original NFT DAO on Solana. We launched a couple of different initiatives over the course of the last few months that we're super happy to talk about. The first one is the Earn with Monkey program that we organized directly with our friends at Super Team. So if you are a member of MonkeyDao or if you are a community member, just wanting to help out, whether it's making developer-based contributions, whether it's making social contributions. We want to reward you, and we want to get people talking about MonkeyDao and help them to take over the timeline and showcase everything that we have going on in Solana. So if you have any questions around Bonk, or if you have any questions around MonkeyDao, we would love to talk with you, and hopefully you can enjoy the rest of the Super Team ecosystem call. Thanks for having me, Akshay.
Amazing. With that, thank you very much, Nom. We're going to go to the penultimate section here, which is work to earn opportunities. Folks, the market is constructive and the sentiment is high when there are open roles in the ecosystem, and there's tons of them. But before I get to that, we have a $1,000 bounty for the state of CNFT adoption. We're looking for a deep dive on novel use cases for CNFTs, the existing CNFT tooling, and overview of key metrics that we can showcase as an ecosystem. So if you're interested in this, go on to earn.superteam.fun, check out this deep dive. All right, and then we have three jobs, three of certainly my favorite companies in the ecosystem. Code is looking for an Android lead engineer. You'll basically ship the mobile app for Code, which is the Android version. If you haven't used Code already, as you know, it's open source recently, go check it out. The next job is Ellipsis. This is a crankless DEX that is the first limit order book spot exchange on Solana. And they are looking for a backend engineer. If you're looking to know how to access this, all you got to do is go to jobs.solana.com again, and that should hook you up with the link. And finally, we have a developer advocate that Tensor is hiring. As you know, Tensor, with a 2-member team for the longest time, bootstrapped their company into being the top NFT marketplace on Solana, competing with others who have much higher headcounts, and now they're looking for a developer advocate. If this is you, go to jobs.solana.com again. The best thing you can do, my friends, is to go and, if you don't want a job, find the smartest friends you know and send them these links, because an ecosystem is only as good as the talent in it. So as a new capital cycle begins, whenever it does, I think we will have the opportunity for a brief period to attract the best talent, and let's do the best we can using this call. All right. With that, we have a new launch. Projects are now live on Super Team Earn. Bounties are sort of like things where everybody applies and a few people win. Projects are application-based bounties, if you will. So essentially, apply with your proof of work, and the person or the project sponsoring the project will select one person or one team to go get this done. And if you want access to this new product, that's also live on earn.superteam.fun. Go check that out. Here's an example of a $1,000 project to develop the Android version of Code. And they're looking to make their Android app as good as their iOS app. So go check this out. We also have a research project on Solana versus Tron for stablecoins in India. The ISC team is looking to answer questions about stablecoin adoption in India specifically. So if that is you and you're interested, go check that out. And finally, for projects who are live, if you're a founder and you're looking to form a community, the best way to do that is not to do Twitter giveaways. Instead, it is to list bounties where anybody from the community can contribute to making your project, whether it's writing code or content. We encourage you to go list bounties from your community treasury, and what you'll get on the other side of it is a group of really passionate contributors who will form your core community as you launch your project, or if you already launched and as you scale into next year. And you want these early community folks to be passionate about contributing and producing, not just using. With that, you've all been waiting for this. I'm not going to hold you back. We have 2 QR codes. So this is really like a bit of a test. Go check this out. If you have Phantom, you got to scan the one on the left. If you have for all other wallets, scan the one on the right, powered as always by the fantastic folks at Underdog. Okay, if you're interested in joining these calls next year as the attention and interest in Solana goes vertical, all you got to do is scan this and join the Telegram group. But if not, there are some helpful folks who posted the link to that. This is it, friends. Thank you so much for coming. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.